What is going on, guys? Today we are looking at prime moments. Zanetti, we have got his loan here, and he is one of the daily moments SBCs that you can do. So apparently we should be getting pretty much daily moments. I did think, how on earth they're going to do this, because to start with, we didn't actually get a player or a pack. It was kind of just daily icon moments SBCs. That could mean anything. So what we've got instead is captains of moments. Obviously, to go with the theme of foot captains, we'll have them for 90 days, as we do with all of these. Obviously, if you've looked at Ashley Cole, Socrates, or Owen, we have got them for a good amount of days. Pushkas being prime, we've had him for a little bit less. For some reason, it actually only occurred to me now, but we do have Zanetti for 90 days, and to be honest, there is only 4 SBCs that you've got to complete, because the bronze and silvers, let's face it, they don't count. We've got an 82, an 84, an 85, and an 87. To be honest, not bad pricing at all. If it wasn't for the fact that I normally try and keep as much fodder, or at least as much option open for moments in the moments repeatable, I would be doing him. I'd be doing all of these. Like, to be honest, him, Ashley Cole, Socrates are all very much grindable in the days that you've got them. And Owen, obviously, as well. They're really not that bad in terms of, if you plan out 90 days what you'd need to complete, there really isn't that much. Even Ashley Cole, during the period where there was really nothing to put in, we've just gone with an 82 and an 83 rated squad, because we was just getting them over and over again. So you never know with them. For me, I think Zanetti's coming in quite nice. Bronze, silver, 82 with an inform. Foot champs obviously are allowed. We then have an 87 that's a little bit more expensive. You do get a mega pack back from it, so not terrible indeed. So if you've got fodder and you don't fancy doing the SBCs like Jacqueline, why not? If we are looking at him, then we are going to go over to Footbin and see what sort of price, what sort of chemistry style that we actually want for him. So Footbin's coming in 50% anchor, 41% want a shadow. He's got 89 pace already. The shadow would give you 99 pace, 97 defending. Not bad. Anchor would give you 94 pace, 97 defending, and 90 physical. For me, having that physicality as well is going to be perfect for him. The one problem with the moments for Zanetti in this version for me is I loved him as a DM. His DM card was way better. We got a left wing back last year, a DM in 20 and a DM in 19. This year we've gone for a right back, so something different. The first game I will play him as a right back, and then in the second game I'm going to push him up into DM, or in fact vice versa. We're going to put him in DM, because I feel like that's where he's going to really prefer. I feel like that's where he's going to thrive more. He's 5'10". He does normally feel a little bit more blocky, but I feel like that will be more beneficial as a DM than a right back. In terms of the stats, if we just look whilst we're here, solid player, team player. Obviously, in terms of his career, Inter, if you've ever watched Zanetti, Inter was just him through and through. The Serie A at that point was next level, and we're starting to now get some more names back into that league, so incredible to see. In terms of the stats then, so with the anchor would end up with 94 pace, which would be 93 acceleration, 94 sprint speed, can't argue one bit. Passing wise, we're looking fantastic. Even dribbling, it would be nice to have a little bit more agility balance, but again, like I say, he is a little bit more of a blockier player. He's an average body type. His defending is normally top quality, and his physicality is normally top quality, and especially with that anchor. So that's where DM really suits him, in my opinion. So let's jump into some gameplay, see what the different positions are, and see if he suits. He's managed to get into that DM role is required at this right back. We've now switched, and I'm interested. He feels all right on that turn, to be honest. Gonna have that, watch that turn, and he's instantly out for blood. Does push him back to make that mistake. I will claim that as the Zanetti way. Good interception. Can't say I was watching, but most definitely gets into the position and makes that interception very nice. He's going to see it outfield. It's a cracking little ball into Garincha, who's going to force the run across goal, and that's a great block from Kimpembe. You know what? I think most definitely this FIFA, he feels a hell of a lot better. A little bit smoother in his movement, which is always nice. Little dink over the top. And I wanted the volley, but that is a beautiful start. What, 10 minutes in, and he has been absolutely on fire already. Pushing. As soon as I said it, we went one down. He's going to find a ball forward, and it's just a second offside. Interception again. This is what I mean. DM-wise, he really fits. He's got the build to fit a DM. Going to go for that pass. Garincha with his left foot. Good save from Lafont. I really thought it would hit the defender first. But oh, here we go. Big header from Zanetti. Guendouzi in the way. Ben Yedder with a rifle. Good block again. Good play. Can we find Mbappe? Mbappe needs to do something here. He's going to find him through. Oh, I thought he was going to be in there. And Mbappe's managed to get lucky with that one. We went 2-1 down to a Dybala for birthday. But Zanetti is not taking his first debut for the club to be a loss if we can help it. Stoichkov is going to try his best to really level it though. Lovely kickoff goal. Never a thing. Zanetti again. I think most definitely I've even had now a think where I thought that personally the right back would not be his position, and I think most definitely it would be, and I think he definitely could play it. I think now my more thought behind Zanetti as a DM is it would be a waste sticking him at right back with how little they actually kind of do in some aspects where maybe they don't go down the right. You are wasting a talent here. I think he's playing wonderfully in this DM role. I think most definitely we don't even need to know. I think right back he would suit. His body type in general is normally, oh, that's a great ball, is normally a little bit off peak really for what FIFA does. This year I think they've really done him nicely. He just seems a bit more fluent with the ball, a little bit better at turning, a little bit better on the ball as well as then passing, which I think most definitely is a perfect position anywhere in the midfield. So most definitely I think right back is a position he could play if you don't have anywhere else to put him. But as a DM, I think a super sub, if you've not got a position to change a centre mid into a right back or vice versa, he definitely works really, really well here. He gets the interceptions as well. The only thing is, if you've got somebody like Conte, you're going to be missing out on a few headers, really, as we find ourselves in. That's beautiful play. But yeah, 5'10" and I think 5'6", 5'7" for Conte. Not necessarily the greatest for a heading midfielder. Good interception. Not necessarily the greatest pass, a little bit rushed, but he makes a cracking interception there. And again, interception after interception from this guy. Good block. Even then, he's kind of in that right back position there. Manages to make almost a crucial block. I think if he goes in there, that's going to be a goal, really. Oh my. How on earth? That is a pitch perfect cross there, but unfortunately Ben Yedder cannot. Good block, gets the ball back. The only thing I did notice from Zanetti in that match, especially as we got into the dying 80 minutes, was the fact that his stamina was absolutely shot for a DM. If you compare it to somebody like Conte's, I know Conte has got impeccable stamina. Imagine, it just wasn't it. It wasn't it. So personally, that's probably the only thing I would see. And to be honest, it's not a bad thing having, especially as a kind of box-to-box mid, somebody who you could change out and is better to be changed out for somebody fresh rather than trying to stick on all the names. Nearly going in itself. So you could kind of look at it two ways. You either get what you can out of the card in the first, say, 60, then make the sub to bring somebody else on. If you obviously don't prefer to kind of change any sort of defensive mids, then obviously a right back might be the position that you have to go with him. If we're having a look at the overall form then, honestly, a brilliant card. Fantastic even. CDM works to a T. And the one thing I don't get, I don't know if it's because, actually, I was using him so heavily in that mid, and he was doing a lot of the things himself, to be fair. It weren't me constantly just moving him in position, a couple of times at best. I don't understand why he's so depleted with 94 stamina, because I'm pretty sure if we have a look at Conte, 98, okay, I can kind of see that, but in general, he really shouldn't be depleting that much with 94. He was probably got a quarter, maybe just a little bit more left by about 80. And I know there's only 10 minutes left, but that sometimes has an issue. You've got half left on Conte. Again, might be how much was using him, but always be wary of that. I really thought the stamina was a lot lower at that point because it was depleted. That being said, though, with the anchor, sensational DM. You've got the pace, you've got the passing, the dribbling's nice. He definitely feels better on the ball than previous years. I don't know if that's just personally me with a more passing game going on rather than just absolutely sprinting at him. Interceptions were incredible, and then obviously strength and aggression you cannot argue with as well. I feel like you could probably play him. You could play him centre back, to be fair. I feel like that would work. Right back would work, wing back would work, or CM DM would work 100%. And that is sometimes a good thing with some cards like this. You can put him on the bench if you've got already an A team, and you've got so many options you could put him in. He's got the 4-star, 2-star, so you want him more as a defensive, if anything. You don't really need skill moves with him because he's going to be heavily reliant on his passing rather than any sort of skill moves. A left stick dribble is still all right to use. You're not necessarily going to be flaring around everybody, and I think in generally gets the job done. That is pretty much what you need him for. The SBC itself is coming in at 350. For me, I think that is not a bad price at all for him. 90 days to get them squads done. You can get at least, well, you can get the bronze and silver done today. If then you look at the 82, 84, should be able to be done with repeatables. You could then do 85 in the next set of repeatables, and even the 87 then in the next set of repeatables. You've got 90 days to get him done. Granted, I will say wait, because I'm not too sure who are the captains that are coming out. There is more than likely going to be a Beckham of some kind. I feel like him as a captain is going to be the way, but I feel like there is going to be a lot of hopefully decent icons coming out, because we have seen Ashley Cole, Socrates, we've seen Owen, now Zanetti. It'd be nice to kind of ramp it up a little bit as we get to Team of the Season to really get some good icons that we can grind through with Team of the Seasons, and that's something to always consider as well. Duplicate Team of the Seasons are high rated, so that makes SBCs a hell of a lot easier, meaning these icon SBCs will be a hell of a lot easier and still in packs or still in SBCs at that point. So always remember that. That is something to take forward, and a little bit of knowledge from playing the game for so long. In general, I think for me, as a DM, I'd put a 10 out of 10. Really enjoyed playing with him. Effective, good cost for a DM, and in general just a little bit more fun. Has a position change and also can be anywhere across that kind of back line and midfield. So excellent work from him. Let me know down below if you're going to be completing him and who else you'd like me to do next. Make sure you like and subscribe. I'll catch you all for the next one. Peace.